Later, John was debriefed by the Ministry of Truth about what happened in MT Glen, and his report brought dire news. Another threat to managed democracy reared its ugly head. All ministries of different departments conduct an emergency meeting as they dismiss John and told him he and the surviving divers to take a leave of absence after all that happened. He accepted it and went back to the main hall of the destroyer where all of his friends were waiting for him. He looked half dead with the look in his eyes. He looked up to them and snapped out of it. John, sigh, I got some explaining to do, huh? They couldn't say anything as to the somber atmosphere aboard the ship. They all sat at the mess hall as no one brought up anything except, Oblek, Mr. Arc. I never expected you to be affiliated to this military outfit. But judging by how you behaved in class, your tendencies in school life, I surmised that you had military training. John, it seems I didn't hide much of my identity, or maybe people of the world just don't know how military works. Oblek, indeed all the kingdoms save Atlas decommissioned their armies. John, that moronic treaty left your kingdoms at the mercy of all of those who wants to see its fall. Ruby, John, yes, Ruby? Ruby, I know this is going to be strange, but did you ever go to Patch? John, I was deployed there when I was a cadet, yes. Ruby, did you save 2 little girls during that time? John, why yes, a couple of kids went into a quarantine zone without adult supervision. That was you? Ruby then hugged him. Ruby, thank you for saving me and my sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. John couldn't fathom this kind of appreciation and just let her hug him. Ruby, why did you let yourselves get left behind? Carden, the Helldivers fight for this world and all its people. Oblek, Helldivers, that is your designation? Why? John, we dive into hell itself, Dr. Oblek, and war is hell. Oblek, an apt naming. Which kingdom do you all hail from? Son, none. We are the rejects of every failed kingdom in this wretched, undemocratic hellhole. Oblek rose a brow seeing the faunus feature, and his tanned coloring makes him either from menagerie or vacuo. Weiss, then you guys are nomads? Neptune, no snowflake. We come from a strong government centralized on managed democracy for all. Blake, how did you overcome racism? Carden, we did what any sane person in a crazy world like this, we stopped talking about it. Son, by our standards, you people are 1,000 years behind in social norms alone. Young, alright, but how old were you when you saved us? There is no official canon for the ages, so I am winging it here since RT is so stupid they can't update information about their damn show's lore. And now they are officially over. If you have a problem, your opinion is noted, then discarded, and acceptance is pending indefinitely. John, 13. Young, I was 11 and Ruby was 9. Why were you a soldier at that age? John, I am one of the first batch of Helldivers after the formation of the Federation. My father and grandfather were the test trial for it. And because of the lack of a standing army, the Ministry of Offense deemed to make the recruiting age 13 for the start of the Helldiver program. After getting ample recruits and getting to earn combat experience, they have bumped up the recruiting age to 18. Weiss, 18? John, as 16 young adults are given the opportunity to partake in the celebration of Liberty Day on October the 26th by bearing the M2016 Constitution bolt-action rifles in the proper celebratory activities. This is to inspire new budding Helldivers. Neptune, still take mine for the celebratory gun range. Carden and Son. Hurrah. Nora, that sounds fun. Ren, Nora, behave yourself. John looked at her, and he remembered as he pulled out something. It was a shard of metal. John, here's souvenir. Nora, what is it? John, a scrap from that giant walker that swatted Yang across the cave. Yang-o, thanks for the payback. Hira, John, you've been keeping this a secret? Why? John remembers the new set of orders he just received as the Federation is now going to broadcast their existence in response to the new threat. It's either remnant bands together against these new enemies or simply die by themselves. John, I was sent to Vale in an attempt to investigate the current events, culture, and current governmental structure. Blake, you were sent to gather information. Weiss, like a spy. Jaune, exactly. The Federation needs all of US to band together to fight this new enemy. Ruby, you mean the robots? Jaune, yes. Ren, what were those things anyway? Where did they come from, and who built them? Jaune, that we don't know. And the Ministry of Science are putting everyone to work on understanding these automatons. Sergeant Neptune, did the samples we collect get delivered to the eggheads of the Mos? Neptune, as soon as we got back the others submitted everything when I was... Jaune. Rest easy, Helldiver. All of the survivors have been given shore leave by the Ministry of Truth. Sun and Neptune salutes and went back to their destroyers to take a well-deserved break. Weiss. I still can't believe that people as young as you are part of an army. If Atlas gets word of this, Carden, they'll do nothing if they want to keep that floating city of theirs in the sky. Jaune. Major, I told you, all should take a break. Carden, yes sir. He leaves to return to his destroyer. Ruby, so what now? Jaune. Now we rest and await further others until the big screen TV in the hall turned on to give a public service announcement. It seems the Ministry of Truth has taken control of the CCTs to broadcast their message all around Remnant, as they revealed the Federation and its intent. How the world reacts, if you want to see, read it next time in the next.